Yo, what's going on, Council? And welcome back for another week of the Council, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. This is episode 107, and this week we got the Chainsaw Man movie review, and of course, much more. So, of course, if you'd like to join me, my friend McMillian, as we discuss all things anime and sometimes the manga, then please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as well as follow us on our social media so you can stay up to date on all things about the Council, everybody. With all that being said, the Council is now in session. Let the meeting begin. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining us as always. How you doing today, McMillan?
I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great, doing great. All right, everybody. So as always, we know we're going to start us off with some council announcements here. So take it away, McMillan.
So for council announcements, we just remind everybody our My Hero final season reactions are currently on the channel. At the time of this recording, we have basically hit the finale and are moving into the epilogue of the series. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in seeing how me and Ace reacted to the season. Also, besides that, if you have not watched our previous episode, it was another movie review, the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 review. So, go ahead and check that out if you'd like to see our thoughts on that film. Besides that, I'll go ahead and get into our agenda for today. First off, we're going to be starting with the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc Movie review, then going into our weekly recommendation, hitting you guys next with our fall watch list, and rounding it all out with GOC news. A little bit different today, but still going to be a good episode.
There we go. There we go. So of course, as always, everybody, you can find us on your favorite podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, as well as on YouTube. So go ahead and check us out. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started with our first topic of the day: the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc Movie, everybody, and it was a good time. Of course, I'm just going to remind everybody how this is going to go. So we're going to first off, we're going to start off with our spoiler-free review and our rating of the movie, and then we're going to get into our deep dive review of the movie, everybody. So I'm going to hand it off to McMillian, who's going to give our council spoiler-free review. Everybody, take it away, McMillian.
All right, guys. Suffice to say, Mappa does it again. Mappa shows constantly that they are one of the best studios in terms of animation. Not sure if they're best studio in terms of working conditions. I don't know if them people have seen a family, but we are reaping the benefits of their labor. So not only were the story and animation on point for this film, but the music was also on tens. Like honestly, the whole thing was great. Outside of that, as far as story goes, Chainsaw Man picks up right where they left off in terms of the season one, and tell a very compelling story with introducing the titular character Reze, seemingly a love interest to Denji, and we get to explore their building of their relationship while also coming to find out that there's other demons devils, sorry, that's what they're called in this film.
Yes,
Devils.
devils.
And, yeah, I mean yeah, exactly. But other devils in Japan currently looking to take Denji out of commission. Why that is, you find out that in the film. I don't want to spoil it, but suffice to say, Chainsaw Man Reze Arc, the film, tells a very compelling, sweet story that is ruined, or not ruined, I should say, that is plagued with the horrors, I want to say, of the Chainsaw Man world. It brings you along for this ride. It tells a very sweet, nice story. Then halfway through, you get punched in the mouth. And you are all the better for it. It's so entertaining with everything that it does, and it's a wild ride from, I want to say, like midpoint to end. If you have not seen this
Yeah,
film and you're a Chainsaw Man fan, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
100%, 100%. Thank you, that for McMillian. Once again, that is our spoiler-free review, everybody. Now we're going to rate this movie. Once Chainsaw Man was a great movie, solid, a fantastic, solid 8 out of 10 for me. Definitely a great watch. If you haven't yet had a chance to check it out, go check it out. Of course, you always can wait until it eventually does come out on Crunchyroll. But a wonderful movie nonetheless.
I would have to, out of a rating, I think I have to give this a 9 for me personally.
There you
I think
go.
they captured everything so well. Like the besides just the animation, the score, like the music surrounding it, as I mentioned in my thing, and the animation, um, plus the story just all I feel like gelled so well together. I would say the only thing that's I guess missing, the thing that keeping it from a 10 out of 10 is that the fact that like this is a continuing story. So even though I feel like the ending of the film it was nice and concise, because it's not, it's a part of a series, you still have to wait to see exactly how all
The
of this
rest
is
of
going
it,
to
yeah.
flesh together. So I would just say that's a 9 out of 10 for that reason alone. But it's like I said before in the spoiler free review, if you haven't seen this film and you are a Chainsaw Man fan, you gotta watch
Definitely. Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. You definitely got to watch it. But nonetheless, everybody, this was our spoiler-free review of the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc movie. And now, once again, we're going to be heading on to our spoiler review. But of course, if you don't want to be spoiled, you feel free to head out to the other parts of the episode, everybody. But nonetheless, once again, the spoiler review of the Chainsaw Man starts in 3, 2, and a 1. All right, everybody, let's get into it. So, Chainsaw Man. It was great. It was it was great. Mappa let them boys go home. Let them boys go home, Mappa and gals, because we don't discriminate. Let them go home. All right. Oh my gosh. Uh, I thought I just want to say this before I forget this point. I thought we had Ufotable leading the way in CGI animation, but the way that Mappa handled CGI in this movie was done so damn well. Like it was great. It was great. I'm proud of Mappa. Like they really are cutting up right
that
now.
that typhoon fight, if that's not perfect CGI, I don't know what is. That shit was amazing. It was a like candy in my eye. The explosions, the tornadoes, the twists, the jumping off a building, like that shit was golden.
Yes.
Oh man, they do deserve to go home. I don't know if they are letting them, but the amount of work that they're doing on all these
They
different
better be
animes and
paying these people, man. They better
well,
be
man,
paying these people.
honestly, they deserve all the pennies plus more because this is ridiculous. That the things that they're doing.
Yes, 100%. So now that I done got that away, what you want to start with? We got a few little different topics here on our docket. What you want to touch upon first?
So I mean, I guess we could go into standout moments of like the story if you want to touch on that. I think that's a good thing we could go into and then go from there.
Okay.
Um, I thought the way, and just to start us off, Rize, the character we get introduced to, such a good addition. I feel like to the series to have a character
Wonderful.
kind of call
Came
out
so fast and left so fast too. I'm sad.
so fast. But yes, but like to have a character call out all the like kind of fucked up shit going on in the Devil Hunter world. Like you got the 16-year-old boy, he ain't going to school. Uh, and then like to also, I really liked one thing about Rize's character specifically, and I was talking with another one of our friends about this. Um, the fact that how she kind of demonstrates the different like the relationships of Denji and how like some of them are messed up almost because she's presented him with an actual like crush. Like she is legit same age, around same age as him. It's not creepy, right? Like it's not like it kind of shows exactly how odd the other relationships in his life, as far as romance go, have been weird because you got adults thirsting after this child, and like this girl comes in and it's like a genuine connection from the beginning until it's not, but but I thought I just really liked the juxtaposition of that, like because if you're paying attention, you're like, wow, this character is treating Denji as like he's a person and not some tool to be used, and it's such a
Yeah.
I don't know, it's such a nice thing because he never got that, so
Yeah, because like you said, Reeves does definitely a good job of reminding the readers, like I guess, and the watchers in this case, that Denji
mhm,
definitely went through a hard life, right? You got he even though his life is, I guess, not necessarily great right now, but it is a lot better than what his previous circumstances was, even though he is being taken advantage of, right? But our boy Denji grew up rough, right? Grew up
mhm,
rough, then to get in this situation where he now has a devil living inside him, or slash him turned into a devil, either or, right? But I guess a little bit of combination of the both. But nonetheless, Reese
Mm-hmm.
does a good job of reminding you that. A wonderful job. And then I just like her character in general as well. Once again, sad to see her go so soon. I'm pissed she was taken out in the end, but we'll get to that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But her fight scenes were phenomenal. Just I like her transformation as well
Immaculate.
in like all cases, right? Well, let me see, because I think she did it twice, but when she pulls and she just like goes
Mm-hmm.
boom, like it's just so it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. And then I guess since we're on standout moments, my one of my standout moment is the moment she pulls up to they on one of their headquarters, one of the devil
Yes.
headquarters, while everybody in there working out. Oh man, that was amazing because everybody was just at first they was just wasn't taking her seriously until she just started exploding everywhere. Then now all of a sudden it's okay, kill this
My
devil girl.
I as a person who's read this part of Chainsaw Man, one thing I really loved is the with her pull up to the Devil Hunter Agency, her throwing her head into the thing and exploding.
Amazing.
In the manga, when that happens in the manga, it is just as like what the fuck. But they turned it up so like it animating it made it even more impactful. And then to have the body, because I don't remember if this happened in the manga, to have her body run in after and like latch on to someone and explode. I was like,
Cutting up,
this is
man.
fucking insane.
Cutting up. She entered in, like you said, first throw her head as a frag grenade, all right? Threw a god nade in there, blew them up. Then, like you said, jump in headless and attaches to somebody like one of those. Like you said, almost like a scene from the Predator. But I was thinking of, I can't remember the movie, but it's like these little robots that'll come and grab onto you, then explode.
I think I know
But
what you're talking about, but yes, yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the movie, but I have the image in my head, and yeah, exactly like that.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments of the, if not my favorite moment in the movie, because I just thought that shit was so funny. Like y'all really, old boy, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but Shark Boy told y'all, hey,
Oh, B.
that's the bomb devil. Kill her. And y'all sitting here and trying to play friendly with this girl. Telling why don't you go ahead and turn around, miss? He just told you who she was. You know what she's here
Was.
for. Like, come on now. Oh
It's so
my
funny to
gosh.
me after like all the shit they went with, like the sword, the katana devil. You would think that people would be like a little bit more conscious with these named weapon people, but no,
Oh my gosh!
no,
And then
not at
that
all.
moment, and the moment where, because this was also where I guess the movie starts picking up a little bit. The moment where, well, it's right after this moment actually. She's chasing Denji and old boy while they're driving away in the car and stuff like that. Of
Oh,
course,
Denji and
flying
Aki,
through the
yeah.
air, Now I see why a lot of the people in the Twitter community was kind of comparing her to Bakugo and stuff like that. She probably is
The
just a souped up
the
version of Bakugo, really.
the the dis I will say as a sidebar, the discourse for her versus Bakugo is so funny because at first it
Oh,
started
she
with
wipes the floor
legitimate.
with Bakugo
Well,
ass. I don't care.
if at first it started with legitimate like discourse, and then it just was like pushing an agenda. They were just making comic of just the most funniest situations and saying like which one of them would win. I That was just a really nice moment, and like the anime community, I'll put that out. But
I'm done. Well, I
another
wouldn't say
standout
wipe the
moment. It's a
floor,
little
but
bit.
she definitely takes the dub over Bakugo, 100%.
I don't. I mean, after that last season, I don't know, but I don't want to get into that specifically. But to touch on another standout moment in the film that I really liked, uh, when Kobanai and the Violence Devil show up, which is basically like right around what you just described. How Violence Devil was
Yeah.
like, he hit her with two moves. It was like, I ain't prepared for this. Kobanai, you got it. And Kobanai is just like, oh no, no, please, please don't kill. This shit was hilarious. I don't know. It just goes to show you that Chainsaw
Hilarious.
Man can retain that seriousness, the seriousness one point, and then go comedy like right there.
We need more Copenhagen in
And so it was
season
like
2. I
right
can't
in the
wait.
middle of it.
I can't wait because
Yeah,
why?
I'm very interested.
I there you. I'm my apologies. You keep going.
No, I think I was interrupting you. I think that we had a lag, but I was just gonna say like Kobe and I am very interested to see her, like more of her. She's always a fun character.
Yes, I gotta know which devil she made a contract with because she she is on team. I gotta know. But I'm gonna let you continue on to our next topic here, and then I'm gonna pick back up.
All right. As far as so after that, we got like disappointments for the film, and with that, I wouldn't say I had any disappointments with Chainsaw with the Reze film. As a person who like read this arc, I would say I feel like they captured everything very strongly. I guess if you want me to jokingly say, disappointment is the movie ended, and I didn't get there was nothing else after that. Oh, I will say I did my. This is more of a disappointment in myself than I would say the movie. I left before the after credit scene. Oh, luckily I did get to see it later, but like I was like, damn, how the. I was like, why not everything need after credits? I would have preferred this be in the.
But yeah, no, the after credit scene. What was the after credit scene? That was when Power was coming back, right? To
Power
go see
came into
Denji.
the yeah power
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Power
yeah,
came into the coffee shop and
yeah, yeah,
basically tried to eat like she wanted the flowers that he brought for Rize, and she tried to and he ate them
yeah, yeah,
because he was
yeah.
like, I don't want to give you these.
I guess something a small disappointment for me, and it's really 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 small because this is more of a nitpick. It's just to me during the climax of the what's the name of the? It's not tornado, but that
Typhoon,
devil,
the Typhoon
typhoon.
Devil.
Thank you, the typhoon devil. During that her fight with Denji, a little bit small sections of it here and there was hard to watch and just keep up with what was going on the screen, in
Mm,
my opinion. But like I said, it was just more of a small nitpick for me, and it could be a
that's
debuff
fair.
just because I am blind. But
No, I mean that's also fair because I think I wouldn't say that that's quality of your site because I would even say like that was really hard to keep track of. But I think that that was kind of the point because it's a typhoon. They're fighting
yeah,
in a
but no,
typhoon. So
but no, the fight overall was fantastic though. I loved.
yeah, no. I was just saying like I think that's a fair point. But I think like to that point, I was just saying like I could see someone having an issue with that, but also at the same time, I think they did that on purpose because it's a chainsaw devil riding on a land shark devil and fighting in the creation of a storm from the typhoon devil. Like it that sounds like shit you wouldn't get to see all the time. You know, there's no way you could
Yeah.
possibly keep up with all that, right?
It was crazy. Just like you said, all the effects on screen was going crazy. Then like the CGI on top of it, even though like the CGI was done wonderful once again though. But yeah, it was just I guess it's just different watching anime like that because I'm not used to CGI, so we're just used to the 2D format, right? So with CGI being a more modern and common thing in some of these films and shows and stuff like that, seeing these 3D perspectives are just a little different, right? It's just gonna
Hmm.
take a little bit more getting used to.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but as you said earlier, I think they blended it very well. Like the car chase scene, that's you can obviously tell like the cars are basically kind of like CGI and stuff like that. But I thought it fit. They looked like a part of the scenery and
yeah,
stuff like that. It just fit.
yeah, yeah, 100%. But so two things I did want to touch up on. Oh, nah, this is why I want to be. I like saying stuff before I forget it. Um,
Take your time.
I was about to say I lost it just that quick. Oh my gosh, what was I? Ah, yes, there we go. I remember now. As little as it was, though, the movie, of course, deepened some of the world building and arc and storytelling, and by that I mean, I guess mystery and intrigue. Right, one
Hmm.
on Denji himself because he had that weird dream at the very beginning of the movie where there was this door, and I believe it was Pochita talking to him, telling him don't open that door. Yeah, because he was
Hmm.
like, yeah, why would I not open it, Pochita? Yeah, so that's interesting. So now that makes me think, okay, is Pochita trying to kind of like contain himself in there for whatever reason, or is there another side of Pochita in there that's locked up or something?
Hmm.
Why doesn't Pochita want Denji to open that door? Is like, are you not did you not willingly save Denji of your own will? So why would you like be there to try to hurt him? I
Well,
guess
my
I don't know. That's one thing, and I'll let you go before I start the next one.
oh, I was just gonna say, I think with that one, it's interesting because we've been. I'm wondering if they're playing with the trope here because we've in all of anime we're kind of like for people that watch it as much as us, we're kind of like desensitized to like the demon inside of someone. And
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that door is different than what we've come to expect. Like maybe it's not sealing Pochita. Maybe there's something else going on with that. Maybe Denji has some other entity within him that Pochita's like, hey, I didn't know this was here. I don't know what happens if you open this. I'd rather you not do it. Or B, could it be representing something else? Maybe there's like some other powers going on and Pochita's somehow protecting Denji, basically.
yeah,
So
that'll be interesting. And then two, of course, deepening the mystery with whatever the hell Makima got going on. Oh my gosh, Makima got something going on. Don't know what it is yet. Of course, my early theories is she's probably a devil or a devil inhabited because she got the devil eyes. So she got something devilish going on with her. 100%. I already
mhm.
know that. Just don't know what exactly just yet. And then two, she got her hands in a lot of different stuff, but is apparently as well because now we know she was running things in the Devil HQ, but now it seems she got important information on the Gun Devil, but she don't want everybody knowing, which is interesting.
Mhm.
And then Reese also called her a witch, which is even more interesting. So
Yeah, because it's just like, how what other fantasy people are in this? Or was that just an insult? Like, it's so hard to tell sometimes with the fan. Like, but yeah, no, Maki, I think, based on my knowledge of the thing, I think that this was a great way to open up the intrigue more into like whatever Makima's got going on. Because I'm pretty sure most people by now who've watched the show know that she is not everything she seems to be.
obviously.
Um, right, and I think this was such a good way to like kind of illustrate like, oh, there's something, there's an undercurrent that she's
Just to hit
planning
on that point
and moving
again,
on.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hit on that point again. Makima is doing stuff. She's moving stuff behind the scenes. We know we mentioned it before. Here's us mention it again. She's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
stuff. She's mentioned it behind the scenes. She has info that either only she knows because
because
apparently
like again,
what was his name, Shark Boy, he knew the information, right? But
uh
he was like, oh, I can't tell
he's
this
like,
to
oh, I can't
Makima.
tell
Or
you,
yeah.
Makima. Yeah, and then also she was never told about Dingy and Rize's meetup. She just showed up there. No one told her. No one told her. She just showed up there and was like,
She just showed. Oh,
"It's
I'm
time for
pretty
you to
sure she
die."
got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got her tabs on Dingy, and so
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
no one told her where he was going or anything of that nature. And my thing is, if she knew about, like, the thing is, you got to think here. She, if she has tabs on Digi that much, she had to have known this was happening for a long
the whole
time. Why
time.
not
Yeah,
stop? Why not stop it earlier? What you got going on, lady? What's
yeah, yeah. That's even more questions because why didn't you stop it earlier? Old
mm-hmm.
girl could have succeeded. She
Yeah.
could have succeeded in actually killing Dingy. Is that part of your plan? Do you want somebody to kill Dingy? But if you do want somebody to kill Dingy, why not just kill him yourself? You got multiple chances. You could have been off them, right? It's just she got something going on. I don't know what it is. She got something going on, but it's all right though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! And then what else we got to touch upon here? And then I do like this the introduction of what I guess is it the Angel Devil, right?
Yeah, Angel Devil. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think that's a nice concept. It's an angel, but she's not here to save people. Really, only here to kill
Yeah,
people.
because
Unfortunately,
the devils are they're beings created based off the fear that
of
people have in
people.
the
Yeah,
world of like the concepts or whatever, right? So the angel devils is created from the fear of people with uh it's interesting because it's like of angels but also like dying, because basically
yeah,
angels, like, if I touch a human, I sap their life force, basically tying it with people's fear of death almost, with because like
yeah.
angels were said to be like the people that carried you off to heaven. So
hmm So yeah, I
I
thought that
thought that
was an
was pretty
interesting and
cool.
cool character. Also like the pairing between her, the Angel Devil and what's the old boy name? I can't remember old
Aki.
boy name right now. There we go, Aki. Oh my gosh, there's so many characters.
Mhm.
I like the pair between him and Aki, right? I almost forgot that last season, some of his lifespan was taken away, and it got reminded me into this movie. And then, unfortunately, he lost even more of his
More
lifespan
because he saved
due
Angel.
to saving the Angel Devil. But nonetheless, it shows character growth for Aki as well. Because even though he is afraid of dying, he doesn't want to necessarily die. He also doesn't like seeing death around him. Right? I believe that was
Hmm.
perfectly illustrated. So that was a nice moment as well. And then unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of power in this movie, but that also could be due to whatever Makima got going on as well. We know she claimed it was because not Makima, Power's getting too much blood stocked up in her now. It's making her more rambunctious or whatever, right? So we got to go and drain her blood. But ain't no telling what Makima's using that blood for. She could be using that blood for other stuff as well. She could, right? So who knows, right? But
Could be. Could
once
be. Yeah.
again, Makima is on some stuff. She got something planned. Ain't no telling, what her plan all involves. So I don't put that I don't take that story at face value at all.
That's fair enough because I didn't either. I did not either. So
I don't take that story for face value at all. But well, for what it is worth, at least to her, story, she did come back with smaller horns at the end of the movie. So whatever. But sad that we didn't get to see a lot of power in this movie, though. It would have been nice to see power in action again, especially with the type of action that they had going on in this movie. Like it was
yeah,
great.
it definitely
It was
would have been. Yeah, I was about to say her powers on display and that level of like freneticness
Yeah,
and the animation that we're putting forth. I definitely would be interested.
it would have been nice. It would have been nice. All right, brother. What do you want to touch upon here next?
I think that's. I mean, well, my last thing was where do you think the story might go from here, in your opinion? What do you think could be potentially coming up next? I
In
can't
my
speak on it because
opinion,
I do know,
yeah,
but
because you do know, yeah. In my opinion, it's obviously leading up to the battle with the Gun Devil. Because if I'm not mistaken, Aki mentioned they now have the location for the Gun Devil. So it looks like they know the location of the Gun Devil, and he also mentioned that they're putting a team together for. And yeah, that's what Mikey was saying. She was like, "Yeah, if you want to be a part of the team, you got to get along with the Angel Devil and things of that nature." So pretty
Mhm.
sure this leading up to the confrontation with the Gun Devil. If that's going to happen next season, who knows? But of course, this is where it's leading to.
solid theory. I like it. All right. We
And
already
then of
talked about the
course,
other. Oh,
we also might
go
get
ahead.
more explanation on whatever the hell Makima got going on. If the author wants to reveal that soon, I'm not sure at what point he's gonna reveal her situation. But yeah,
Mhm. No, solid. Yeah, solid theory. I will neither confirm nor deny the actions, but good job. Um, And then last but not least, the last thing I had on the docket for this was did the Mappa animators decide to deserve to go home with their kids now? But we already talked about the top. We already joked about that.
yes, these boys deserve to go home off the off the fight between Denji and Breeze in the end alone, because that the way that shit was animated, when these guys are in the air, multiple explosions. She done knocked this man across the city with a rainbow of explosions, and this man is swinging off a building with his chainsaws and all that. It's like, come on, man, come on, man.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I
Yeah, no,
didn't
it was
expect.
great.
I did not expect the ending to be that way, because I thought Denji was going to end up checking her out. But I guess I don't know, man. What's up with these MCs and wanting to save their enemies they're fighting against? But
I mean,
I
like
guess he
it's
was in love technically.
I was about to say, Dingy was calling her bluff. He said, "You could have been killed me at any time. I know you care about me. I care about you. Let's get the fuck about it."
He said we can run away together, baby.
See, he said, "Look, I just discovered what spin game is. I'm not about to lose. I'm not about to let this opportunity miss me by.
I'm
Okay."
finally picking up what you're putting down. I was scared earlier when you asked me to run away with you, but now I'm down for it. Now I'm down for it. But
And
yeah,
again, like I
I
said
didn't
before,
expect
I
it to
can't
end that
prove
way.
them.
Well, yeah, no, I can't blame you
Now, I
either.
mean,
But like I
I
said, I
think
didn't
that's the
expect it to end that way.
cool,
But he was,
cool. Yeah, no, but I think that's what's the cool thing kind of about Chainsaw Man is because the unexpected stuff happens. Like whatever you least expect is kind of like the thing that is probably going to actually happen, and to have a character be like come in, be introduced as like a love interest, and turn out to be an assassin, but actually end up falling in love with her Mark in a not even like a jokey kind of way. Like there was a very serious like thing, but then and then at the end to rip that all apart to be like, "Hey, we gonna break your heart," like real, real smooth, real smooth. You didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yep. Michael says she gave you a second love, and then I'm gonna take it away.
Take it away.
Go take it away. Oh my gosh, but yeah, crazy, crazy.
Yep.
And then I guess
And,
she using this angel devil as her little hitman, which is even more crazy.
mm-hmm.
This girl got tabs on all the devils. She got all of them under her control. I don't know what she got on them. I guess death, but
That's hilarious. I guess death is hilarious.
oh, obey me or die.
That's
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh, but yeah, Chainsaw Man. It was a great movie. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Hats off, man. But you guys did a phenomenal job. Well, all right, everybody. That is the end of our Chainsaw Man movie review. Once again, of course, let us know down below in the comments what you guys think of the movie. Is there anything that we didn't touch upon in the movie that you guys want to talk about? Let us know. We love chatting. And then I'm gonna hand it off to Miguel, who's gonna give off this week's weekly recommendation. Everybody.
All right. Some of you all may have heard of this week's recommendation, but it's another film from the creator of Chainsaw Man called Look Back. It focuses on two girls, the overly confident Fujino and the shut-in Kiyomoto. They couldn't be more different, but they both have a love of drawing and manga. That brings them together in their small town. The movie is currently streaming on Prime Video. I would highly recommend checking it out. It's also animated by Mappa as well. Great visuals, good story. It is a slice of life, so not as actiony or frenetic as Chainsaw Man, but I do think it has a pretty good like message or and an interesting premise. Um, with the whole art kind of being the central theme, and obviously this is created by a mangaka himself, so I think you guys would enjoy it. So go ahead and check it out. That's Look Back on Prime Video.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. With all that being said, we're gonna head on to our next topic. Everybody, we're gonna be going over our fall 2025 watch list and slash a small little check in on how the fall 2025 season is going. Everybody, and it's kind of a barren one this season. Unfortunately, this one you definitely gonna have to dig deep to find
It's,
some, find some gems out there. But this season is a little bit on the lighter side. Unfortunately, we did not end the year off with too much of a bang. Unfortunately, but nonetheless. So before I combine the watch list, both me and McMillian are checking out the My Hero Academia final season. Once again, we are currently reacting to that now. So if you haven't yet had a chance to go check out some of my reactions, definitely go check them out. They're
mm-hmm.
on YouTube now. And then of course we're going to be checking out. There's another anime called Nocia. I believe I pronounced that correctly. You can
Yeah.
think of this anime as the anime version of Among Us, if you will.
Yep.
We got a crew of people in space, and there are monsters on board called Nocias, and the crew members have to have meetings
Deduce.
among us, like meetings, and deduce and find out who the Nocia are. It is a great time. Basically, every episode as the watcher, you basically just guessing who the Nocia is for that episode. But there is a overarching story as well that is kind of intriguing a bit. I'll give it
Yeah,
to
it's
him.
sci-fi.
It's a little intriguing.
Yeah, I was like, it's a little bit of a sci-fi type thing. I mean, if you know Among Us, you'll kind of get it. But like, if you're a fan of sci-fi media as well, it's very reminiscent of that. But good time, good time. Pretty good, pretty well animated as well. And I found this out recently. Apparently,
Yes.
this anime is based on an old, I think, mobile game or something like that. Like, so also that's very
Okay.
interesting. um, it's crazy pull, honestly. But like, it's a pretty good watch. I would definitely say check it out.
Definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. All right, and then for now, some of our personal watch lists. So for me, I'm currently checking out my status as an assassin. Obviously, exceeds the heroes. Everybody, this is of course one of your generic isekai stories out there again. And then last but not least, we're gonna be checking out One Punch Man season 3. Eventually, I'm waiting till this season has ended because you guys are scaring me out there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You guys are scaring me. You guys are scaring me. So I'm just gonna wait till it all finishes in one season. I'm just gonna go watch it all at one time and judge it then. But it ain't sounding too good out there, unfortunately. And then last but not least, Sanda. Gonna be checking out Sanda. This one is a recommendation via McMillian. He recommended this one to me. Hopefully he can tell you a little bit more about it because he is currently watching it. And then of course I'm also watching Gachukuda, the second core of Gachukuda season one. It is a great time. Definitely look forward to our season one review when this ends.
Yep. Yep. I guess I'll start off with Sanda, just because you ended yours pretty. So for my watch list, one of them is Sanda. This is very interesting because it's about a world where birth rates have been declining, and so children are seen as precious. And for some reason, Santa Claus is seen as a radical, even though he just wants the being Santa Claus just wants to grant children's wishes and give them I, presents, but for some reason he's seen as a radical. Sanda is a student in middle school in Japan who gets discovered to be Santa Claus's child by one of his classmates, and it ends up threatening his life. But his classmate, only reason she ends up threatening his life is because she wants to find one of her friends is missing, and she wants her wish from to Santa, and technically Santa by extinction, is for them to find her missing friend. And so that's how this story kind of starts. It deals with a lot of like intrigue and a little bit and surprisingly decent amount of action, um, about Santa Claus and his son trying to go find this missing child in a world where Santa Claus is for some reason seen as a radical. So, like I said, it's a weird ride, but it's been very entertaining so far. Um, After that, I have To Your Eternity season 3. We're still following our immortal friend with the crazy amount of trauma he has and trying to take out the alien race that's feeding off of humans. But this time he is now, or they, I should say, they don't because they don't really have a gender. They are now in closer to modern times, and that's making it a little bit more difficult for them to do their job. But they are, like I said, they're learning about humanity along the way while trying to defeat this ancient entity, and it's still a great ride. Still bring tissues because they be trying to make you cry in this mission. After that, we have Dust Beyond the End of the World. This one, unfortunately, I have not started yet, but the premise is really interesting. It's about this group of people trying to figure out what caused the end of the world and basically solve it. They were basically like put to sleep in a cryogenic sleep, and one day they wake up to a world lost to war, and they all the while trying to figure out what the fuck happened. After that, we have Digimon a Beat Break. Digimon 2025. I know, sounds crazy. This one's actually very interesting. They basically the premise is this: everyone in the world has this type of data or beat that they kind of give off, and it attracts basically Digimon. And basically, you can either have like a partnered pair, or unfortunately, you can get eaten by Digimon because of your beat break. And so they have designated groups of teams. There are people who've taken upon themselves to try to save the average citizen from Digimon when this phenomenon happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. First episode, it don't work. But it's a very interesting. So far, it's been a very interesting watch, and I've been enjoying it as a person who hasn't watched a Digimon anime in a minute. I'm glad to say that they've been keeping up with good stories. Um, and then last but not least, this hasn't released yet, but whenever Record of Ragnarok comes back on Netflix, I will be partaking in that. And if you have not watched Record of Ragnarok, it is just fantasy fighting with characters throughout history and different mythology. I mean, I don't need to say more. Hercules fought Jack the Ripper. Do I? I mean, what else more do you need?
Oh my gosh, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah, I feel you there. you there. Well, thank
It's
you for
just a
that.
fun. It's just you do not enter that show looking for deep plot. You just go in, you watch people fight, and you leave. I'm just telling you that right now.
Well, all right, all right. Well, thank you for that. Once again, everybody, this was our fall 2025 watch list. I definitely want to know down below, guys, what are you guys checking out for this season? Let me know what hidden gems are out there for the fall 2025 season. Because once again, it's a little barren out there. So
Yeah, I will say
share the
it's
wealth,
light.
share
It
the
is kind of
wealth,
light right now.
share the wealth. All right, everybody, and we're going to head on to our last topic of the episode. My favorite part of the episode. It's time for GOC News, your favorite source for your favorite anime news, everybody. All right, let's get into it. So, start us off here, everybody. We're going to start off with some general anime news here. Let's just talk about what's been going on in an anime verse, everybody. So starting us off, we got Fearing's Beyond's journey in manga. Everybody, unfortunately, goes on an indefinite hiatus due to the health of the mangaka. So keep them in your prayers, everybody. Um, they're just taking a break right now due to their health. Just trying to get better. It's a
Hmm.
sad thing, but it's not uncommon, unfortunately. In the in the manga industry, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, moving on from there, we got some information about the Witch Hat Adelaire series. McMillian.
Yep. Yeah. No. I'll go ahead and take that there. So which Lear has done a couple of things. Recently they won the Harvey Award again for the second time. For those who aren't aware, the Harvey Award is an award given out to what was it, illustrated series, basically for how well they do in terms of storytelling and also the art that they feature. Uh, when Witch Hat Atelier first debuted, they won this award the first year that they were published, and it seems like they won it again recently. Uh, Next after that, the manga series is also apparently getting a novel to be released on November. That was released on November 21st in Japan. Unfortunately, it didn't really go into detail. The article that I got pulled this from didn't really go into detail on what the novel is about. So I'm not sure for manga readers if this is something we might want to look into. But yeah, it has a novelization now, so we can go ahead and check that out when you all get the chance. And last but not least, we got a new teaser that revealed that the release date of which I earlier will be the release window for which I earlier will be in next year, April 2026. So unfortunately, which I earlier was supposed to come out, I believe, this season, but it did get pushed back. But now we do know at least where it'll be coming out in, and the teaser looks damn good. So animation looks like it's gonna be in tip top shape at least.
All right, all right. Moving on from there, everybody, Crunchyroll launches an ad-free supported anime channel on Samsung TV Plus, and it is 24/7. So I think that's cool. Hopefully, maybe we can see this anime channel spread to different services in the future. But that is hella cool, giving out anime for free, spreading out the love. Everybody, that's what I'm talking about. Thoughts on this one,
Mhm.
Million?
I think it's cool as a person who owns Samsung television.
Okay,
This is
there you go.
like if you own a Samsung TV, you have access to Wi-Fi. You now have an anime free channel. The only thing I will say, I wish it was a bit better on determining when it will be showing subbed and dubbed things. Sometimes it's not clear. As a person who's gone to that channel, it's not really clear when y'all doing it. So I think you should just determine when you're doing
I'm
it.
done. Just let us know.
No, just let us know. How many do something to let us know. I would appreciate it.
All right, moving on from there, we got Kodansha, excuse me, establishes a studio in Hollywood. Everybody, with the award-winning director Chloe Zhao. Everybody, this studio is strictly going to be for producing live action adaptations of mangas and novels. Everybody, so don't know why Hollywood is once again pushing for a live action
Well,
push of
the thing.
animes and stuff like this, but here we are. Here we
Well,
are.
I just wanted to comment on that. The interesting about it is not technically Hollywood; it's Kodansha itself. Because Kodansha is the one making the studio,
I
right?
don't care. I don't care.
But I do
I don't
think it's
care.
interesting because the constant consistency you see online for most anime fans is that we do not need live action stuff for stuff that's already animated now. So I am interested to see what is Kodansha's whole thing with this. Is this going to adapt only things that haven't been put in anime, or are we just going to see like the same stuff? some series that's already established in anime get a live action,
Who
because
knows?
I think that's a
Y-
waste. But
you
hey,
know they've been talking about this Naruto live action at Lionsgate for about a few years now.
fair, fair. Yeah. So
So ain't
only
no
time will tell.
telling.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you there. All right, everybody. So moving on from there, we're going to be talking about two new series that's going to be coming out here in the near future. Starting us off with Disney's Twisted Wonderland, and actually, this one has already came out. This one premiered on October the 29th. If you don't know, this was Disney's take on a anime, if you will. So it looks like they're gonna. This one is based off like I said, like a twisted version of Wonderland.
Hmm.
But the
Also,
all the trailers from it did look hella nice, so I was gonna check it out. I probably am gonna wait till the full season comes out for this one before I check it out. But what did you have to say, McWilliam?
I was gonna say also, just so people are aware, this also does have a manga series as well. Although I have heard that the anime is a little bit different from the manga. So I mean, I just at least this does seem to have been a thought out story. For a second, I thought this was just going to be a cash grab. When you hear like the description of like Disney villains in a anime magic school type esque thing, I was like, this sounds like Disney was like, anime is a big market right now.
Yeah, and they could be trying to cash in on the anime hype right now,
I'm
but
just saying, I'm glad. I'm
we'll
glad
see.
at
We're gonna
least it's
see.
a. I'm just glad it's at least like a written story. It's not just something they came out with out of nowhere. At least they
Yeah, they just
like,
didn't pull it out their ass. I feel
yeah,
you.
because that was my worry when I saw that. I was like, this feels all right. Y'all just wanted an anime. That's what it felt like. Um, Besides that, the anime, Dame, Demons of the Shadow Realm, got a new trailer, and it's going to be revealed that apparently also that its anime will be releasing in April of 2026, and it will have basically a two core type of run. Not We don't know yet if they're going to be consecutive or not, but I am happy to hear that at least we're going to be get confirmed at least two cores.
Correct. And
And
then
for
this
those that
one had a famous mangaka. I believe you're about to tell us exactly
this
who
is
it
yeah,
was.
I was about to say, for those that don't know or don't remember, this is series is made by the same person who made Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So
There
I
we
mean,
go.
well, Full Metal Alchemist,
That's what I thought it
but
was. I didn't want to
most
get it
people
wrong though.
yeah, I was about to say I mean, the series is called her manga series is called Full Metal Alchemist, but everyone knows Brotherhood as the show. So yeah.
There we go. There we go. Well, all right. Well, everybody moving on from there. Now we're just going to end off with some upcoming and future releases here that you can look forward to, everybody. So, Undead Unluck, the winter OVA is going to be premiering on December the 25th. Everybody, season one came out last year, if I'm not mistaken. It was a nice watch, so definitely looking
Yeah.
forward to the OVA that's coming out here in December. That's on
Yeah, it's gonna be
Christmas
a one
actually, which
hour
is crazy.
special. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 1 hour special coming out on Christmas. I will say the trailer does look good. Like they
It
got some
does.
action
Yes.
scenes in the trailer. It looked nice. It looked nice.
Yeah.
After that, Apothecary Diary fans rejoice. The third season has been confirmed, but not only that, you're getting a movie. You are getting a movie. Season three is going to be split into two cores, with the first part coming out in October 26th. Oh, October of 2026, excuse me, and
Okay.
the second part coming out in April of 2027.
Okay.
A little disjointed, unfortunately, but still, it's good to know we're getting more of this story. And the film is supposed to be releasing, I believe, in December of 2026 for Japan. Not sure if we're getting a simul release in
Now,
America, but
yeah, I wonder if they did that because if they're telling the story like a story, but it's kind of like
that's
similar
like
to the
connected.
Rees. Yeah, kind of similar to the Rees situation. Like the arc is small, so maybe that's why they're doing a
Yeah,
movie for it.
yeah, yeah. I was wondering the same because like the way the release schedule looks, that would make sense. But
Yeah, that
sometimes,
would. Yeah,
sometimes there are what is it? The movies are just that, just movies.
yeah. Sometimes they are just movies. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
But I'm
So
just saying, recently a few of them have been,
I've been
um, you
yes,
know, part of canon. There we go. They have been canon
yes,
for
because the anime producing studios learned how much the movie market can make. So they were like, "Hey,
well, why we
some of
turn
these
a couple of these
arcs,
seasons to a movie?
some of these arcs, they can go in theaters, and we can get twice the money."
Oh my god! Moving on from there, the second season of Dorohedoro has been announced for spring 2026. Everybody, along with like McMillian said, he don't know how this happened. a season 2 of the beginning after the end anime. Everybody, I don't know
I
if you would
just
have a few thoughts for this one.
I just want to remind everybody that this anime had a boycott, not a boycott, but a petition signed by people who read the series to get to reanimate season
Yeah,
one
it's
in the midst of season one coming out. It is so impressive to me that they got a second season, because
okay.
I would have never as a thought that would be possible.
So what's worse, season 1 of beginning at the end, or season 3 of One Punch Man?
Okay, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen One Punch Man season 3, but it does work. But I might say One Punch Man season 3 because I don't know if you've seen any of the like stills, but like a recent one is legit a character who's like whose animated version is just ripped straight from the page of the manga. So much so that like the cutoff part of the drawing in the manga is shown in the anime,
You
and I'm
talking
just like,
about for the
oh
beginning after the end?
no, for One Punch Man. For One Punch Man
Oh,
season 3, there's a character,
ooh,
the samurai character, I believe.
that's crazy.
There's a shot of him in the anime where half of his hair is cut off, exactly where a manga panel would be in the show.
It's getting bad over there.
Yeah, I had dog. I feel so bad for the people that love One Punch Man,
It is
the
getting
manga,
bad over there.
because I'd be upset. I'd be so much more upset. I was
It's
upset
getting
with the
bad over there.
beginning after the end, but if
Mhm.
like this is crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That is
Yeah,
wild.
to continue with some of the upcoming releases, Fire Force's final run, basically their final season of the second half of last season,
The final
is
core,
coming out on
the
January
final
9th.
season.
So we will get to see, yep, the final season is done starting January 9th. Another show I'm looking forward to that's coming back is a Returner's Magic should be sorry, a Returner's Magic should be special. Season 2 got a new trailer, and it's going to be confirmed to be coming out next year. If you all haven't seen this, is a pretty good isekai. Well, I don't even know if I could say isekai, because technically he got reborn into the same timeline to redo it over again correctly. That's like the premise of it. But it was season 1 very strong. I'm very looking forward to season 2. This next piece of news is about Record of Ragnarok. For those that don't know, it's coming out on December 10th.
Season 3.
Like I said, hasn't. Yeah, sorry, season 3. Thank you. Coming out December 10th, but it is on my watch list because I am looking forward to just again mindless battles between fictional characters and gods, or like real people and gods. All right.
All right, thank you for that. Moving on from there, we got season 4 of Classroom of the Elite. Everybody, that's going to be premiering in April 2026. Everybody, so look out for that one. As well as we got season 2 of the highly acclaimed Fear and Beyond's Journey End. Everybody, that's going to be coming out on January the 16th. Once again, just a friendly reminder: the manga is on indefinite hiatus. What does this mean for the anime? We don't know just yet, but stay tuned, everybody. And then
I
last but
believe.
not least,
Oh, I was just gonna say, I believe we might be fine from what the people who read the manga say. Like, we still have a good amount of story that they can pull from if
okay.
they're keeping the same pace as they did season 1,
Gotcha.
basically.
Gotcha. Sounds great. Sounds great. And then last but not least, everybody, we got the season 4 of Reze Arc. Everybody, that has right now currently scheduled for a April 2026 premiere. Everybody. So far, you Reze Arc fans, stay tuned. Season 4 is on the
I'm
way.
I'm be real. Spring of next year looks stacked. Okay, we got Witch Hat Lear, we got Ray Zero coming back, we have Doro Hidoro. Like, it's a lot of stuff coming back in the spring of
And
2026,
don't forget,
and
you also
so
got the beginning at the end.
begin. I hope they redeem themselves. But my only issue with this is, though, if for people who don't read, you now have to watch the first season, and I just hope that might be too big of a turnoff. Consider
Oh
people
my
say it's like
gosh.
moving PNGs, and I just
I feel you. I feel you. You
all
gotta
right.
listen. Don't you gotta do them as disservice. You gotta check out season 1, Jay. You can't just not watch it. You can't just not watch
I watched the
it.
first episode. I felt like this is
There's
enough. I
only
was like,
one
look,
episode.
but
You
people
got
say it
you
does
got
get
11
better.
more. You got 11 more episodes to watch.
This isn't like Blue Lock season 2. That no one says that it gets better after a while. It's just
Oh my guys. Well, all right, everybody, we're gonna be riding out GOC news with some movie news. Everybody, take it away, Big William.
Mhm. So for those who have heard of this American film, Live Die Repeat, if for those that don't know, that Tom Cruise movie where he died and could come back and fight aliens, that was based on a manga called All You Need Is Kill. They are actually giving it an anime film on January 16th in North America. It has a trailer. I would recommend going to watch the trailer to see if you might, enjoy the anime, the closer to the actual story version of the of the movie that you've technically might have already seen before.
I will definitely be there to
After
see
that,
this one.
yes, all you need is legitimate. I was talking about Ace before we started. The movie I Lived I Repeat, not a bad title. All you need is kill, though. I wish they had did that in America because that is just. What do you mean? There's a movie in a theater near me called All You Need Is Kill. Like that's crazy. um, After next up we have Jujutsu Kaisen, the execution compilation film, which basically is the compilation of last season, and then at the end you get 2 episodes of season 3. So for the JJK people, I'm pretty sure most people's butts will be in seats. Me and Ace have agreed. Cash grab. I probably not gonna see this.
I'm probably not gonna see this one. It really just depends on how badly I want to see Sukuna versus
The season
Maharaga
3.
in IMAX.
Oh, in IMAX, that that's fair. That's I didn't even think of it. Oh, that's fair.
That's really what it depends on how badly I want to see Sukuna versus Maharaga in IMAX.
Because I'm pretty sure. Because from what people said, that shit was what we saw was technically
Yes, was incomplete. So I'm
cut.
pretty sure this is gonna be the Blu-ray cut, or it might even be like a movie cut they're doing for it as well. So because if y'all haven't seen the Blu-ray cut, the Blu-ray cut is freaking great, bro.
Crazy. You make a pretty good point. I wasn't gonna see it now, but now no. But just also, I think I forgot to mention the release date. This is supposed to be coming out November 7th in Japan. So technically, I think it's already out in Japan. But like most likely, we're probably getting it early next year in America.
More than likely.
Because that's just how it works. And then last but not least, Gundam fans, Iron Blood Orphans is continuing. They gave it a movie special that's supposed to be coming out. It's already came out in Japan on October 31st, and unfortunately, we do know that it is coming to North America. We just don't know when. Fingers crossed, though. This is one of my favorite Gundam series, and I am so looking forward to seeing this movie. I think it's gonna be great.
For you. I'm happy for you, brother. I'm happy for you. Well, everybody, that is all we have for news today. Of course, if there's anything that happened out in the anime verse recently, any piece of important news that we did not touch upon, please let us know down below in the comments. Let us know that we'll get our research game up, everybody. Other than that, this has been the Gurren Otaku Council, everybody. Thank you all for joining, and I'm gonna hand it off to McMillian, who's going to properly take us on out of here.
Yep. As always, guys, appreciate you for watching this last listening. Hope you are enjoying this fall season of anime and the holidays. Because we are in that time. We are in that time where all of us go into food comas after a while. But as I said at the beginning of the episode, if you want to follow us, make sure you follow us on all our social media. That is at Gurren Otaku on Twitter and at Gurren Otaku Council everywhere else. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz really helps us, and we really appreciate it. For all those listening on the audio streaming platforms, because we should be available wherever you get your podcast, consider reviewing the podcast, sharing it with your friends and family. We really appreciate it, and it helps us grow. With all that being said, guys, hope you all, like I said at the beginning, are having a great time. This is Gurren Otaku Council saying meeting adjourned. Peace out, everybody.